What's up everybody, my name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon in the crypto universe. Today's Friday, October 17th. Now, before the weekend begins, you must know that there is a ton of market manipulation happening in the crypto market. We know that gold right now is soaring to new all-time highs, but with gold soaring to new all-time highs, there's eventually going to be a top and a major sell-off. Now, what's happening with crypto is that crypto is kind of dipping right now, especially with Bitcoin, but this is all manipulated, and I want to share with you why it's manipulated. Because we could be experiencing an extended rally, meaning that this cycle is not very similar to previous cycles. And right now what's going on is that you're being shaken out for a major reason. But there are people that are well established in Wall Street and in the game of crypto who are longing and very bullish on crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and most importantly, the best positions, the 1%, are getting into dog and their favorite altcoins. And this video is very important because I know a lot of you use your emotions when you invest. So let's focus on just data and analytics, and let's pay attention to all this. So smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join us on X. Please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I'll never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or email. So please be careful and invest safely. Guys and girls, let's get right into it. Dog right now is at a 1,600 million market cap. Now, just yesterday we were at 1,700. Now, you may have noticed that there is this big dip. Now, that's happening because Bitcoin, in a very similar way, doing the exact same thing. Now, Bitcoin is having a lot of long positions being sold off, meaning there's a ton of liquidations. Now, when you're looking at the liquidations over the past 24 hours, roughly $700 million worth of long liquidations have been gone out of this game. They cannot make their money back, and they also have to pay more to close their positions. The shorts, not so much, around 285 million. But this is why Bitcoin's going down as well. There is something going on that we don't know of, and it's trying to shake all of retail out for a reason. Now, let's pay attention to maybe what could be speculating this. Now, some people like to say that it's President Trump having his little tariff negotiations with China. But honestly, it's not the main reason why Bitcoin's going down. In all honesty, I think people like to use a narrative when things are dipping or when things are pumping, but simply, I just think it's market manipulation. Now, when you're paying attention to the tariffs with China and the US, right now, the chances of 100% tariff have decreased to around 11%, when it used to be up to around 50%. So that's no longer a discussion. Now, let's talk about rate cuts. Rate cuts are still in line for October 29th, which is just around the corner. There is a 94% chance that there will be a 25 basis point rate cut, aka decrease. And when that happens, it's usually typically very bullish for crypto. But when we saw the September rate cut, we have not seen that reflective in the price of Bitcoin. So is this rate cut actually bullish for Bitcoin? Well, I actually still think it is. I think rate cuts are very good for the crypto market and speculative assets. Now look at the Bitcoin monthly returns. Have you noticed that in the month of October, Bitcoin's down negative 6.4%? This is strange. Typically, we're supposed to see on an average or a medium of 14 to 19% to the upside. But on a rare occasion, we're seeing a negative 6%. Now, when you're looking at all the months of October in all these different years of Bitcoin, they are mainly in green. So this is very strange, and this shouldn't be happening. And this right here clearly should show you there is market manipulation within Bitcoin's price. But what's really interesting that the wallet that shorted Bitcoin before Trump made a tariff announcement, well, that person who made over $200 million from that position now just set a new trade to long Bitcoin and to long Ethereum. So this person we think is an insider who, by the way, has had amazing timing on taking profits and placing their orders. This person right now is placing a long position with Bitcoin and Ethereum. So that's something that I think is very interesting. That just happened today. Another thing I want to share with you is what Raoul Pal said. He says that Bitcoin is about to explode. But the reason he's saying this, if you're paying attention, is that in this clip, all the previous cycles within Bitcoin's price, we have actually still not seen a problem of it. I mean, look at these two different corrections. Correction number one already happened in the previous cycles and now. But the correction number two has not happened for Bitcoin. In fact, we're far from it. That means that this cycle is no longer a 5, maybe a 5-year cycle, so it seems to be extended, but this cycle is not like any other one that we've ever experienced in the history of Bitcoin. So that means there is suppression within Bitcoin's price. We have not met a peak on Bitcoin's price top, which means everything that's happening right now is to just shake everybody out, if you believe me. But we are seeing people like BlackRock, the largest hedge fund in the world, accumulate more Ethereum. Even Tom Lee during an interview, and he's saying right now within the crypto digital asset treasury and also in the crypto world, we've already experienced the bubble burst, or that crypto and the market of crypto is discerning at that stage and it's already ending. So right now, this is actually the moment where we are surprised with the crypto market going down, where this may be the actual bubble bursting, and we're just experiencing it right now as we speak. So what happens after a bubble bursts? The market goes back up eventually at a certain time. Obviously, you're seeing a lot of the meme coin market being affected. You can see over the past 24 hours. Remember when Pudgy Penguins used to be around 0.044? It's now at 0.020. It's dropped significantly. Remember SPX 6900? This used to be at $1.70. Now it's dropped to around $1. All these have dropped around 9%, 7%. Dog right now is around 6% to the downside. So this is just affecting everybody. It's not just Dog Bitcoin. But overall, over the past year, Dog is still in good sentiment. But this just goes to show you that the fact that we reflipped, morphed, and took and reclaimed the 4th position within Cookie.fun, it really goes to show that the community is actually still here on a day-to-day basis, regardless of what you're seeing in all these other crypto communities where they're all attacking each other. The Dog Army is built different. And what you need to realize as the Dog Army is that you know that Dog has more upside, has the strongest organic foundation, and that there are actually real people in this community on a day-to-day basis. That's why we're all still here. And that's actually the most important part of why Dogecoin did really well. Because Dogecoin did have a period of dying out, but the reason it was brought back up, other than Elon Musk, is because there was a community behind Dogecoin that wanted Dogecoin to succeed. So many meme coins that you're seeing right now happening within the crypto market, a lot of the communities within these meme coins are dying. And that means they don't actually have a great comeback. Dog Bitcoin, on the other hand, has a better comeback because the community has never left. And that when the market comes back up, you'll see that Dog Bitcoin will be projected all the way up to the moon. Now, I just want to give a shout out to Kraken, because Kraken does allow people to trade Dog within their exchange with any of the 400 cryptocurrencies plus in exchange for Dog. And we have to give a shout out for Kraken, because if you think about it, Kraken was just an F1 not too long ago. If you asked me a year ago or a year and a half ago, do you think Dog Bitcoin would ever be featured in Formula One? I would say maybe not, but here it is. This is the proof. So if you were to ask me, do you think Dog is going to have another tier 1 centralized exchange listing, maybe even 5? Do you think Dog is going to reach in the multi-billions of dollars in market cap? I'm going to tell you yes now. It's most likely going to happen. Because what we're seeing right now is that Dog has achieved and continues to achieve record-breaking things. And it's all thanks to this guy, Arjun Sethi, which is the CEO of Kraken. Now, you have to give this guy a lot of props because he doesn't only support Dog, but he also supports Bitcoin meme coins. They even listed Bitcoin meme coin bundles within their app. So you have to understand that when Arjun Sethi sees the early signals within Dog Bitcoin memes, that means right now you should be buying as much Dog as you can, or your favorite meme coins within the Bitcoin ecosystem. And I'm just letting everybody know that I am cooking with Arjun Sethi. You may be wondering, what does that actually mean? I am in conversation with him, and he continues to tell me that he shills Dog on a day-to-day basis. So this is something that you just need to pay attention to. I'll give everybody more updates later on, hopefully in the next coming weeks. But this is something that I think will be very beneficial to making Bitcoin meme coins great again. Now, in other news, we already know that right now Dog has a two-way bridge coming to Base very soon, as Leonidas has leaked in this video, which I'll play a clip right now.
How are you guys able to bridge Dog into like other ecosystems? Is it only on centralized exchanges as well as like Ruins? Is that your bridge?
It's everywhere, man. It's everywhere. It's on Cardano. It's on Solana. It's going to come to Base soon. That's a little alpha. Yeah. There's
Wait, say that one more time. What do you say, Leo?
We're cooking. There's stuff in the works that's been in the works actually for a really long time. And yeah, Base is obviously like, when looking at the blockchains Dog can go to as a bridge, it's a two-way bridge trench, so it's not like you're permanently going there or anything. Base is obviously a super exciting one because you can get on Coinbase's main app if you're listed on Base.
Now, from that interview, you already saw that not only is Dog going to be on Base, but they'll also allow people to use the Coinbase app to buy Base assets. So once Dog is on Base chain, or at least as a two-way bridge, you'll also have access to buy Dog using Coinbase. But that hasn't stopped us from submitting an official listing to Coinbase's new program. Now, if you don't know, Coinbase launched the Blue Carpet listing experience, which is different from their original listing program. Now, the reason they did this, the reason why Coinbase wanted to do this, is because of the whole Coinbase versus Binance debacle, right? You heard that people within the Coinbase team were pretty much calling out people over at Binance saying that they're charging fees. Coinbase decided we're going to use this type of media attention to start a new listing program, which is the Blue Carpet thing. And we submitted that video yesterday of Leonidas and I putting dog into the Coinbase listing Blue Carpet listing experience. Now, what's really interesting about this is that if you scroll down to this Blue Carpet website, is that down below it says access to our listing team, because these are services that will be available to all issuers who are applying for a listing. Now, apparently, when this application is submitted, that we get personalized guidance and expedited support directly from our listing team, aka the Coinbase team. This provides a clear, direct communication channel that bypasses the black box, quote unquote, of other listing processes. So I think this is actually very important to know. So hopefully we get some word and also some feedback from the Coinbase team and helps expedite dog to be listed on Coinbase. Yes, the #1 app in the United States and possibly the world. So obviously there's a lot of market manipulation out there to suppress Bitcoin below 100,000. You already know what's going to happen with altcoins and meme coins. They're going to go down with Bitcoin. But remember, as much as things go down, things eventually will go back up. It always happens. You can't just expect that we've had no parabola event, no super cycle or banana zone with Bitcoin's price that's been delayed for so long to think that it's over. It's not over. This is just one of those things where they want to shake you out because I get it. Everybody's impatient. Everybody also is emotional. And they know that. That's why they want to shake all of you out. And they want to shake out any even professional retail trader who is leverage trading out of their positions, especially if they're longing. So I just want to share this with you in this video. I hope it's been very concise for you to understand what to do, but the weekend will be crazy, okay? So I just want to wish everybody be safe out there. Listen, I'm not going anywhere. I'm here to make sure that dog becomes the #1 meme coin across all chains. And this is not the end, ladies and gentlemen. This is only just the beginning. So smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join us on X to receive all our alpha calls and updates regarding Dog and Moon. Till then, see you guys girls next time.